Hello, and thanks for watching today's video. But first, I'd like to share with you something special that's near and dear to my heart.
Wine.
Now normally, I'll cool myself down with a refreshing glass of Mountain Dew Baja Blast. However, Taco Bell, their new red wine, Jalapeno Noir. Let's take a look and have a taste.
As a video games, a wine. This is where the magic happens. Wine. I don't know about you. I like to unwind with a nice wine. Refreshing glass of a wine.
This also came with a new cheesy chalupa, also from Taco Bell. Let's take a look inside the bag. Looks like I don't even need a corkscrew for this. Featuring a convenient screw-open bottle cap. Cheers. Notes of cherry and wild strawberry, as well as beetroot. Delicious. I would certainly recommend this Taco Bell Jalapeno Noir red wine to any patron of Taco Bell restaurants worldwide. But wait, it's only available in Canada! Specifically, Hamilton and Toronto, Ontario. The cheesy chalupa is best served with 2 packages of fire sauce, available with purchase of cheesy chalupa. I enjoy cheesy chalupa and Taco Bell Jalapeno Noir red wine when video games. Crunchy. Something's missing about this though.
That's more like it. Bottoms up. Ah! Delicious!
ProjectBIRDRYAN.
Hello and a bird bath. I'm here today to advise you of Falling Guys. Falling Guys is a metaphor for a job interview where the boss offers you a jelly bean and you decide to eat all of them. Where did he buy the jelly beans? When did he drop that orange one on the floor that is now covered in pocket lint and human skin particles? Will you ever see your kids again? They are now ages 7 and also 7. They are not twins. When you are finished devouring all of this 58-year-old man's prized desk beans, he might throw you out of the building, or maybe even out of a window. Much like whether you win or lose a round of Falling Guys, it will really depend on just how many of the dried husks of your pastel-colored enemies that you were willing to step on to get ahead. I began this moving screen picture informational series with the intent of speaking on some of my favorite Japanese games and RPGs. However, I find myself lately participating in the experiment of playing often mediocre video game, despite having an extremely large series of wooden frames sitting along my walls containing what are surely superior uses of my time than that of Falling Guys. However, not a single one of these allows me to fulfill my lifelong dream of becoming a chimerical pigeon cactus monstrosity that happens to be really adept at playing tennis. Falling Guys is the right kind of simple yet challenging game that, while utilizing only 3 buttons on the controller, contains a fair amount of depth for those willing to look for it. You begin the game as what I like to call a chud, a strange portly creature wearing a vapid expression and unknowing of the predicaments and discombobulations that it is soon to find itself in the midst of. Soon you will find yourself adorning your chud with such attire as a toucan head, or even the bottom half of a beverage can. While chuds seemingly do not live underground, nor do they possess cannibalistic tendencies, if hell is a real place, then I imagine them to be an accurate depiction of some of its inhabitants. Taking clear inspiration from such fan-favorite software titles like Mario's Party and Bebe's Kids for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Falling Guys takes the form of a collection of miniature games arranged into an event-style competition. These range from free-for-all races and survival challenges to team-based soccer matches in which you are always paired up with someone's paraplegic uncle who was just handed the controller so they could run to the store and buy zigzags. Most of these interactive events are fun, but I found myself consistently annoyed at all of the chuds, including my own. This is perhaps an expression of the developer Mediatonic to craft what some might call the Dark Souls of the Battle Royale genre. While the controls are responsive, there is a slippery nature to them which brings to mind one of many video games that wants you to hate yourself while playing them, like Octodad or Bebe's Kids for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Once, while I was readily hungry and in search of snack, I decided to head to the kitchen and make a sandwich. It was at this point that a heavy mental fog washed over me, and I emerged with 2 pieces of artisanal bread housing the following ingredients: 2 slices of marbled cheddar cheese, 8 slices of sliced pepperoni slices, 3 pickled spears, 2 pepperettes, or as the Americans like to call them, Slim Jims, several ripped leaves of iceberg lettuce, sliced and pickled jalapeno peppers, spicy salt and vinegar flavored potato chips, and also mustard of indiscernible branding. It was only when my girlfriend questioned my apparent lack of judgment that I had realized just what I had done. In Falling Guys, you will be pitted against 59 other player-controlled chuds that will be slowly eliminated as you advance round by round. Only one chud may emerge victorious, so while you may party up with your friends and play certain team-based events together, you will eventually be separated or left to overcome them by the end of a match. One great thing about this game that I really appreciate is how it avoids the early game gathering, build-up supply and material collecting present in most other Battle Royale-inspired titles, only to be eliminated by something you didn't see coming, by a human child of 12 years age. Matches are very quick, and you rarely are not actually playing the game. Despite this, it is still always a rush to reach the final round and pull off a narrow victory. The game does feature micro-occurrent transactions and a cosmic progression system. You will earn plenty of free currency known as kudos to unlock a selection of daily rotating items, though some of the more elaborate ones are locked behind crowns, which you may only obtain through emerging the victor amongst the chuds. This is both a blessing and a curse, as it means you won't be paying real money to obtain that My Friend Pedro banana costume, but you will need to excel at the game to earn enough, as a full legendary tier outfit costs around 10 crowns or 10 wins. There is also the other usual stuff like dances and emotes to unlock. As far as Battle Royale games go, this one is very fair, though I fully expect paid battle passes to be a thing in the future. The music found in Falling Guys falls into a genre that I like to describe as spastic anime con parking lot rave. Every time I hear the title screen theme, I begin to flail my arms uncontrollably until either I smack it into something accidentally with my hands or the music ends, whichever happens first. There is only maybe 5 to 6 songs in the game so far, but they match the tone of the gameplay perfectly. While I probably would never listen to any of this outside of the context of the game, what's there is good and sets the mood for the sort of ADD-riddled madness that is Flailed Guys. Developers have promised and shown future updates which may include but not limited to new mini-games, new cosmetics, and potentially new gameplay features and modes altogether. But for now, perhaps the biggest weakness of Falling Guys lies in its repetitive nature. While there are a healthy amount of different events and stages, a lot of them tend to blend together after a while. My personal favorites are the race stages, while the lone logic puzzle game where you try to match fruit tiles to avoid falling into pink goo falls flat in its simplicity, as it is extremely easy to win and very rarely actually succeeds in eliminating any players. Falling Guys is kind of like your annoying childhood friend that keeps insisting on you playing Double Dragon with them and then trying to kill you constantly with friendly fire turned on. And then you get to high school and they steal your printed essay and replace it with the script for Showgirls the day before you submit it, failing the class because it was worth 35% of your final grade, and the teacher thought that it was unrealistically written and didn't like the Elizabeth Berkley character. Despite any of my criticisms, Falling Guys is an entertainment of much game both to play and also to watch. There is solid groundwork here for a successful Battle Royale game based not on shooting things, but on its unique platformer DNA. I'm currently rank 29 after several weeks of playing on and off, and I'll probably try and hit the max season rank of 40 before deciding whether or not I'll keep playing. This game wasn't originally on my radar at all, so it was a bit of a pleasant surprise. See you next episode. Matinee! Hey, thanks for watching again, everyone. I've got more episodes coming, and I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you dug it. This episode not actually sponsored by Taco Bell. Any events, products, and references featured within are of a purely coincidental nature and express my own personal views and opinions.